Hi, I'm Kay Wiggins, and this is Write Your Book in 20 Weeks, which is a thing that you can actually do in case you were worried. And the reason I know that is because I've been teaching this term length, finish a book project, novel project, usually for a few years now. And I've been teaching it to often young writers, middle school, elementary school, as young as grade 4. So if a fourth grader can write a book in 20 weeks, you can write a book in 20 weeks. I have every confidence in you. However, you may not have confidence in yourself, which may be why you haven't actually gotten across that finish line yet. There are all sorts of obstacles that keep us from finishing books. Schedule, knowing what to do next, getting intimidated by that blank page. And so if you need a little bit more help, if you're not confident in just getting started and getting through all the way to the end, maybe you've tried that, it hasn't gone so well in the past, that's what this workshop is for. I'm going to talk you through a few different approaches that we've got, a few of the major questions that people have. There's also a great big long FAQ at the bottom of the page that you're on, so feel free to scroll down, check that out. If you have more questions, you can always send them to me, and I'm happy to answer those by email. But just to give you kind of an overview, Write Your Book in 20 Weeks is ordinarily available in a few different formats. The main one is a Zoom-based, so virtual, weekly 20-week course. That workshop does have an in-person component that's over Zoom, and that's roughly an hour long. That includes some learning. We're going to be talking about what part of your book you're working on each week through those 20 weeks so that you're able to stay on track and that you also have a strong grasp of the components of story, how to move through them. We're going to dig deeper into some kind of beginner to intermediate level, because again, this is for people that are just getting started on their writing journeys, but some beginner to intermediate level writing topics. So how to write good beginnings, how to work on your characters, how to plot. Early on, we're going to talk about math for writers and how you can plan out your writing and plan out your book for your best chance of success getting all the way to that finish line that you maybe haven't gotten across before. So that's all in that Zoom workshop that happens every week. Depending on which workshop you've signed up for, you should see the time clearly marked for that, and it's usually about an hour long. And then there also are office hours weekly, so if you don't get a chance to ask your questions in that Zoom workshop, which also has often some little exercises, some chances to share your work with others and get immediate feedback, answer questions. If you need more time to ask questions, you can do that live during office hours and get those answered. And then that workshop also includes live feedback on some of your writing each week. So you can send that in and get a little bit of feedback. That's not a full edit. That doesn't mean by the end of 20 weeks you'll be ready to hit print and get a book out to bookshops. I mean, maybe you will. It's been done before. But that's just a chance to get a little bit of professional feedback on your writing as you go, to see maybe what you could work on, what you could improve on, get some inspiration, or just get some encouragement. Up front, I'm not a really critical feedback giver. I do have a little bit of background in editorial on the proofreading side, and I just don't think that highly critical feedback is that valuable, especially at the early stages for writers. So this is going to be a very constructive approach, and if that's what you're looking for to help you kind of keep moving towards that finish line, keep feeling inspired to write, that's something that is part of those regular workshops. And those regular Zoom workshops, I also have an option for young writers. So that's roughly grade 4, writers that are confident with the written word in English, please. I'm sorry I don't have the capacity to support other languages at this time. And from grade 4 up to about middle school, maybe you're kind of grade 7, grade 8 level. If you've got a teen writer, or you are a teen writer, you have the choice. You could join the kids workshop or the regular workshop, depending on what you're more comfortable with and what kind of work you're writing. If you're writing for children, maybe you'd enjoy the kids workshop more. If you're writing for adults, you're comfortable talking that language, you might be more comfortable in the adult workshop. The difference is the examples, the inspiration, the level of communication is just slightly adapted. One is more oriented towards young writers. One is going to use more examples from adult genre fiction as opposed to children's. And then in addition to those live Zoom workshops, we do have a few other options. So there is one that's a study along option, and that you're going to get the same weekly cadence that's going to help you get through all 20 weeks, but it doesn't have the live schedule. So if you're a little bit less confident in a group setting, maybe you don't thrive in that as much, you don't have to do that. You don't have to come out and share or come out and have your face on the screen if that's not what you want. And also if the schedule doesn't work for you, because of course a live Zoom is at a specific time each week. So if that schedule is not going to work for you and you're comfortable just doing that on your own time, you can get the videos direct to your inbox every week. You don't get them all at once. You do get one a week to help you stay on track and not go ahead and hopefully not fall behind. And those Zoom videos are going to be a little bit shorter because they are edited down to remove things that would be sort of in class time. So you're not going to sit there and wait for, a 5-minute exercise to go by. It'll just be sliced right out. So it's just the learning components, just the prompts for the exercises, and then you go ahead and do that on your time. It does include some office hours. It does include some feedback. So that is great for a more hands-on experience. And then there is one other option, which is just the archive. So just those videos. There's no feedback. There's no office hours. It's just if you want to study along at your own pace, on your own time, and I'm not going to be there to tell you that you're getting ahead or falling behind. It's just if that's your preferred style of learning. Really what this series of workshops is all about is offering some different approaches. Not everybody learns the same way. Personally, I'm a very DIY. I want to go out and do my research, do my reading, figure out what I want to do, and then sit by myself and do it. And that's worked great for me. That works great for lots of writers. For other writers, they need more community around them, more support, more encouragement. And so a workshop like this where you've got the accountability of people that you're going to see every week, of an instructor that you're going to check in with, of a timeline, of money that you paid to be there, all of that behind you, if that helps you, then that's great. If you're somewhere in between and it helps you to sign up for some videos that you can do at your own pace and work through, then choose that option. So I'm not here to hard sell anybody. I just really enjoy working with young writers, with emerging writers, and wanted people beyond my immediate location, which is the Metro Vancouver, Fraser Valley area, to have the opportunity to benefit from this workshop. So hopefully that's you and you choose to join us. If the current workshop term is all full or the times don't work for you, there is a form on the site. You can join the wait list. You can let me know what your preferred times are or if there's a future term you'd like to join. And if there is an opening, we'll let you know. Thanks for checking this out. Again, there are lots of FAQs, lots of information on the landing page for Write Your Book in 20 Weeks. And there is also the first week, the full Zoom minus all of the waiting, all of the people interaction, just down to the learning and the exercises portions. So you can have a little preview, see what a sample week looks like, and check it out. And if that seems like something that would be helpful for you, I would love to have you join us.